today the fun begins. I didn't tighten that. Boom. Arches off. Hey guys, it's Irons Alpha, and today the fun begins. I didn't tighten that. So, the arches have come. They are 100mm wide, so they're pretty damn big. And I've got to somehow make these fit. However, I've done a bit of testing off camera, and we have a slight clearance issue with the wheels. I'll put a quick video on screen of what I mean. Turning inwards towards the engine, perfectly fine. Turning outwards, not good. The wheels hit this section here of the sill and the arch. I got a bit worried about it, to be honest, and then I remembered I own an angle grinder. So we're going to solve that problem today before I go to bed. So then tomorrow we'll have the whole day to mock the arches up, cut them, get them on there and see how it's going to look. So without further ado, I'm going to pull this arch off, see where we go from there. Put my indicator out. That clip looks like it's broken. There we go. Got him. Right. Boom. Arches off. Why on earth that whole thing has been seam sealed, I don't know. That wasn't fun. So that was a nightmare, but we got there in the end. Didn't think it'd be that hard, but oh well. So now we're going to pop the wheel on, pop the spacer on, pop the wheel on. Right, finally, let's see the issue. So, there, I can feel it hit, and you guys can see it. It is definitely hitting. Oh, there's quite a lot of space I need to clear there. Let's switch to the cutting disc and just get on with it. And before anyone asks about safety protocols and PPE, I'll have you all know I was wearing my safety squints and holding my breath. So if you've got any problems with that, please take it up with my HR department at idon'tcare.gmail.com. When in doubt, get the angle grinder out. And cut about an inch in from there. Nearly there. That off. Tell you what, I didn't make a bad guesstimate, to be fair. I'm also going to just go ahead with cutting bits of this frame rail off without a second thought. And let's get the hammer and just round the edge off a bit so I don't pop any tyres. That looks nice and smooth. Not too bad. So let's mount the wheel up again and try again. I feel like it's hit something again. I don't think I got full lock there, but it's gone a hell of a lot further. So all that was stopping it then was a bit off the underside, which I'm more than confident I can cut through. Oh, that sounded good. That is clear. But it'll do for now. I've just very quickly bolted the arch back on, kinda, a little bit. Yeah, if I pull it, it'd give me the right area, so I can kinda work off of this and see where I'm gonna have to cut the arch to continue having clearance. But just before I mark where I'm going to cut it, got some sanding to do. I'm going to try and take, the vast majority of this panel back to bare metal. Shouldn't be hard, considering if you can see there at the top, there's not much paint left anyway. Right. Right. Down to bare metal for the vast majority of that. Now, you obviously can kind of clearly notice where I've been focusing all on this section. And it's almost the same reason I've not really done this front of the arch. Because obviously that's going to get cut off. I'm fairly confident all that's going to be going. And this is the sort of general area where I'm going to be sticking the wider arch. Which means I can always come back after I've stuck the arch wherever, can sand the rest of this if I need to. I honestly don't even think I'm going to need to, because I'm going to be doing quite some cool stuff with these panels, which isn't going to require them to get painted properly. With the arch on the donor car being cut to the point where I've got full clearance when I turn my wheel, it's time to get this arch off and that arch on. I've got to admit, these are a lot lighter than these new wheels. See? So I shouldn't buy real wheels. They're expensive, they're heavy, there's no point. These are way better. Buy reps. Oh yes, much better removal than on the other one. Oh, I've got a zip tie there holding it together. Great. Snip you. And the arch liner is no more. Might be better. Oh yes. Right the way down to the bottom. That was beautiful. And she's out. Now that is perfect. The way that there's virtually no glue or sealant on this line means that putting it back on should be a piece of cake. Now let's be very careful with this one because this is my actual arch, not a donor one. Look at that beauty. Right, I'll start her up, make sure my bags are inflated, and we're gonna sit her on the ground. That should have enough room to get on the ground. Oh. Look at that! Look at that bad boy. Right, I completely forgot, I need to pump the tyre up because they're all like really low pressure. And that, you see there, just bends. Let me get a tyre pump and we'll pump it up. We're here, the arch is off, the wheels is on, it looks insane. And I've got this arch ready. I know I need to do a cut down here for clearance while turning. I'll be honest, I don't know why I've taped it, but it's something everyone I've seen that's made a wide body kit has done. They always tape their arch before cutting it. So I thought I'd copy them. So that's going to be sort of going on there. But before I can do that, I need to make sure I actually have room to wear out. So I'll show you what you have to do. Got the help of my lovely girlfriend here. Right, so yeah, I don't see anything in the way. That's going to be in the way in a minute. There's nothing for me to knock it into. Right, it should be okay. Knock another couple. Well, give it a couple. Right. So yeah, keep going down. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more. That all the way down? Yeah, we're on zero, everything. Right, so that is... That's incredible. Obviously, I did know that I was going to likely have to cut bits of my bumper too. We're not going to be doing anything like that in this episode, but now I can sort of look at starting to try and mock my arch up and figure out where I need to cut it. This is going to be fun. Anywhere close there, is it? If I sort of cut this line first. Obviously a very professional cutting bench. Right, I veered off a bit there, and on purpose, to try and see whether it's a bit I can get away with not cutting. A little bit there. Needs a bit more cutting. There we are. So that's going to be our first cut. Decipher if we need to take more off it yet. We're on to the final stretch. I've made a few modifications to the arch since. I've done a bit more cutting. I ran out of storage on my SD card, to be honest, but we're back and I've cut the arch completely. It's as much as it needs to cut because if I air out, beautiful, look at that. Absolutely buzzing. Obviously the bumper is currently cutting into the tyre, but the actual arch is completely clear. I'm having some fitment issues at the bottom, but I'm assuming that is due to this arch just coming apart slightly differently to how my actual arch would go on. But with that, it's now time, I'm trying to think how to do this best, to fit my wide arch and mock this up. Now, 100mm wide arches, I've already gone and made some modifications to the inside, because on here it used to have a lip, you know, like just like how you'd find an arch that sits out, and obviously can't be having none of that because I need beautiful fitment, so I've cut all that off. So ooh, nearly caused a lot of damage there. Right, yeah, let's get the tape. So I do also want to try and compensate for where the bumper's going to sit. Then again, it's got plenty of flex on it, so I probably shouldn't worry about it too much. With it taped up the best I can do there, I'm now going to hot glue it on.